Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you may notice, I decided to upload this video in English for different reasons. First of all, it's the most spoken language in the world, so most of you understand English better than Spanish. Secondly, I don't know what levels of Spanish you have, so maybe you have just started learning Spanish, and if I upload or if I make a whole video in Spanish, it's impossible to understand. So, but for those of you who already manage my language, Spanish language, very well. A piece of advice is that you keep listening to my previous videos in Spanish so that you keep on practicing your listening skills. Please don't be lazy and practice them. It'll help you to understand a native speaker of Spanish, sorry. I'm a bit nervous today because it's my first video in English, but let's go. So in today's video, I want to study or to show you the different uses of what we call in Spanish modo subjuntivo. That I know that this is a very it's an extremely difficult issue for many foreign people, for people who don't have Spanish as their mother tongue. It's of course it's an approach, a basic approach, and we'll start seeing easy examples, and then we'll go on increasing the difficulty. But for today, we are going to see very easy examples so that you have a basic idea. Many of you already do, of course. But we mainly use the modo subjuntivo to express a wish, to express needs, our necessities, to express probabilities. When we assert something, when we are talking about something that has actually happened or something that is for real, we use our modo indicativo. You already know this. As in English, for example. For instance, in English, you use this modo indicativo very often. It's called indicativo because we indicate with this finger. It's called índice, dedo índice, because we mainly use it to indicate something. And metaphorically, the conjugation goes on, takes this name, modo indicativo. Let's see some examples. And then we are, oh no, sorry. This goes here. Modo subjuntivo. Let's see some examples in this modo subjuntivo and then in modo indicativo so that you see the difference between them. Let's start. For example, a wish, un deseo. We use this modo to express a wish. Ojalá que llueva. In most cases, this mode takes this subordinator to start the subclause here. I mean, this is the main clause, the sentence, the whole sentence. And this is a subclause within it. And in most cases, this mode is preceded by que. Que, yes, you know that in Spanish we don't have strong and weak forms. The schwa sound doesn't exist, so it's always que. It's not que. Well, I guess you already know this. So it's a wish. Ojalá que no llueva, or for example, another example, maybe deseo. Well, let's use this word. Deseo is a noun, and deseo is the form that the verb takes for the first singular person in the present. I wish. Deseo means I wish. You know that I'd say in the 90% of the cases we omit the pronoun. We don't say yo deseo. It's useless because this information is here. Yo, present time, presente, modo indicativo in this case. In this case, I'm indicating. Oh, sorry. Oops. Sorry. Here it says. No, the letters are very small here, and I am the only person who can see them. So this show, as I was saying, contains information about time. This or. No. Let's go back. Let's rewind. I'm saying to myself. This or makes it unnecessary to put this pronoun here, because this or gives information about a person. We know that the pronoun here is yo. Well, this is an N. Person, time, you know that the verb desear, this is what we call desinencia. The last part of the word that is added to the root of the word, this is in the infinitive, and we know that if we say deseo, I'm referring to yo, to the word yo, to the pronoun yo. And this O also means that I'm talking about what I wish in the present time and in the indicative mode, in el modo indicativo. Let's see. Deseo, so let's erase this because it's not necessary at all. And let's make Sergio make the letters bigger, please. I'm saying to myself, deseo que vengas a mi casa. Why this verb takes the modo indicativo and this one modo subjuntivo? Most of you, or many of you, already know the answer, but I'm going to explain it, to explain this in case you don't know. With this modo indicativo, I'm expressing a fact. It's for real that I wish. Yo deseo. I'm indicating that I wish something. This is not a fact. This is what I desire. This is my wish. That you come home and visit me. I mean, not in quarantine times, of course, in normal situations. Just to see an example. So this is real. This is a fact. And this is a wish. A wish. Wishes always take modo subjuntivo in Spanish. Let's see an example of a necessity of something that we need. For instance, I was going to write it down in English. I've got a mixture of languages in my head at this moment. Necesitamos. If I say necesitamos, we already know that it's nosotros. Necesitamos que bajen los impuestos. It's just an example. I mean, who doesn't want taxes to go down? Everyone, of course. Necesitamos que bajen los impuestos. Entonces, so as I said before, this verb in this mode, is always preceded by, is not always, but most times, preceded by the subordinator que. Finally, let's see probability, an example of probability. I'm going to put some more ink here because it becomes dry very, very quickly. Our products are of a bad quality, I guess. Probabilidad, probability. I mean, in this example I said necesitamos, deseo, but it's of course it's not necessary to put the literal word, because I was going to say, well, I'm going to say it. Es probable que hoy hable el the disadvantages of not having a cameraman here. Es probable que hoy hable el presidente. Well, our president spoke yesterday evening about a new treatment against to lead with or to cure or to prevent coronavirus or coronavirus, I guess you say it. You call it. Es probable que hoy hable el presidente. Well, again, que. But we don't use the words related to these issues, deseo, necesidad, probabilidad. It's not necessary to use them all the time. We make many sentences with modo subjuntivo in which we don't use these words. For example, as for probabilities, puede que llueva. and I'm looking at the sky through my window, and it's probable. So puede que llueva in a few minutes. I love rainy days. Puede que llueva. It's impersonal. There is no one who can make it possible to rain, but we refer to this like this. Puede que llueva con deseo, with a wish, to express a wish. Oh no, I said ojalá. That's a very common way of expressing a wish in Spanish. Well, and now I'm going to make an example of a sentence in this mode, but without this particle or this subordinator. Well, in many subclauses, not only in subclauses like this one. Let's see a temporal subclause. Cuando cuando gane Argentina un próximo mundial de fútbol, ¿no? We say un mundial. You know that in Spanish it's very, very common to omit the noun, and we just refer to something. We usually refer to some things just by using the adjective. El mundial, it's the World Football Cup. We just say el mundial. We can say el mundial de fútbol, but it's more common. It's much more common to say el mundial. Cuando gana Argentina un próximo mundial, coma, cuando gana Argentina un próximo mundial, haré una fiesta. Most of you know, I guess, that we Argentinians are very fond of football or soccer in American English, and we are really fanatic. Whenever Argentina loses a match in the football cup, the World Football Cup, we may not sleep for some days. Maybe it sounds funny or crazy, but it's like this. We are Latinos, so that we are very sanguineous, we are very passionate, we are very enthusiastic people, and so whenever we lose a match, maybe we may not sleep for some days. We may not be very hungry or be in the mood of doing the things we usually do for some days. For some days, then of course we go back to what we do on a daily basis, what we normally do. I guess you already know that. Here the sentences starts with the word cuando, when. Cuando gane Argentina un próximo mundial, haré una fiesta. In this case, the sentence is preceded by the subclause in this mode, in modo subjuntivo, is preceded by the temporal word cuando, when. In this case, we don't say que, we say cuando, and the verb is in this mode too. In this case, it's in the indicative mode. Haré una fiesta cuando gane Argentina. We can also make a sentence with the same meaning by using the two verbs in the indicative mood. They are fake friends for us. Sorry, what's happening to my English? For us, Spanish speakers. So we can also say, si Argentina gana, that's in the indicative mode. Haremos, because we usually gather together to celebrate that our country is the World Football Cup winner. We eat our typical asados with friends, lots of friends. We drink beer or whatever. But the most important thing is that we celebrate together, all together, with our relatives, with our friends, even in the firm we work for, with our boss. That's very common here too. It's as if in that case there were no I know the word in Spanish, so please help me. Jerarquía. It's as if in that case we were all in the same level. Boss, employers, employees, everyone. Because we are so happy that we, for a little time, then things go back to their normal way. Of course, the boss is the boss. We employees are employees. Again, it's like, I don't know if in English you use the word carnavalization. It's very used in literature here. Carnavalización. When we refer to events that make us forget for some time differences, social differences, and you can see it in Rabelais, Gargantua y Pantagruel, in Don Quixote, in many literature pieces, of course. Well, in Chaucer, I guess. Well, anyway. So this example can be made with this in the modo subjuntivo and this in indicativo, or if we say si gana Argentina un próximo mundial, haré una fiesta. It's like this. If the sentence starts with si, the conditional si, then we are going to see conditionals in Spanish. They are very similar to those in English. The difference is that we use this mode. But it's the same mechanism. But if we start the sentence with si, we have to put it in the indicative mode. If we started with cuando, we have to use the subjunctive mode. Well, I guess that as an approach to modo subjuntivo, it's enough for today. Um, I think it's enough. So the main difference between our modo indicativo is that I'm going to make one more sentences and then we'll be done. In our indicative mode, we express with that grammatical form that something is real, that something already exists, that it's a fact. For example, Juan viene a mi casa. A mi casa hoy. You know that in Spanish we use what would be for you the simple present in these cases. In English you would say John's coming home today to visit me, or John's visiting me today. We say this: Juan viene a mi casa hoy. This is modo indicativo. It's a fact, although it's in the future, not grammatically, but the meaning is related to a future time. I mean, a few hours later, a few hours ahead, later. Well, I guess you understand. You can understand what I'm saying. But the verb is in the present, but with a very near future meaning. Viene hoy. So it's almost a fact. It's treated as a fact. Or we can say Juan vino a casa hoy, a la mañana, a few hours ago. So this, if we say vino, it's a fact 100%. And if we say viene, it's supposed to be a fact, unless something strange happens to Juan, or to me, or whatever. And in the subjunctive mode, we say quiero que Juan venga a mi casa hoy. It's a wish. It's not a fact, so we have to use the modo subjuntivo. Well, that's all for today, because it's not a very easy issue. It's something a bit hard to learn, I know this. I'm aware of this. And so, as a first approach, I wanted to give some examples, and please feel free to comment, to ask questions, to ask me whatever you need to know, any doubts that you may have. Don't be shy and express yourselves. Express yourself. Express yourselves, and please, if you liked this video, I'd appreciate a lot that you subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up, so that you get the information about new videos that I'll be uploading the following days. Well, it's been a pleasure once again, and till our next video. Hope you have a nice, well, it's the evening here. Well, hope you have a nice, hope you have sweet dreams if you're about to go to bed now. You have a good day if you are in the morning, I don't know. Well, See you. Bye bye.